Last week, we told you about today's meeting of the American Society of Clinical Oncology, or ASCO, which brought 30,000 doctors, researchers, executives, and investment pros together for the latest news in cancer medications. Meg Tirrell was there and has more on the big themes out of this year's ASCO conference.
ASCO, the medical world's annual status report on where we stand in the fight against cancer. This year is all about immuno-oncology, drugs that empower the immune system against cancer. Merck, Bristol Myers, AstraZeneca, and Roche all are sharing data on these drugs at the conference, giving us a glimpse of how they could change cancer treatment.
For the first time, we have the sense that there's a general mechanism that we could employ that could profoundly improve the lives of cancer patients with a whole variety of tumors. It's enormously exciting.
The meeting showcased advances being made in immunotherapies for melanoma, bladder cancer, and lung cancer, among others, in a market some say could approach $35 billion a year.
It was the first big showcase of AstraZeneca's pipeline since it rejected Pfizer's nearly $120 billion takeover offer. The British drug maker also had data on a combination of drugs in ovarian cancer, which analysts said could lead to treatments that don't require more toxic chemotherapies. In lung cancer, an AstraZeneca drug looks to be competing with one from smaller biotech Clovis Oncology. While the drug showed similar efficacy, Clovis's stock took a hit on concerns its medicine is linked to higher blood sugar in some patients. Other advances came in leukemia, with showings from Pharmacyclics and Ariad Pharmaceuticals. So where do we stand in the fight against cancer? Dr. Richard Pazder, the Food and Drug Administration's director of the Office of Hematology and Oncology, has attended 34 straight ASCO conferences and gave us a sense for how far we've come.
We have better drugs, we have a better understanding of the disease. We're moving away from kind of traditional cytotoxic drugs, drugs that mechanisms of actions were poorly understood, to drugs that have a much better understanding of how the drugs work, how they interact with the disease. And that gives us better drugs, drugs that give higher response rates, drugs that are better, are more efficacious, and potentially less toxic also.
So we're making progress, but there's still much work to be done. In Chicago, I'm Meg Tirrell, Nightly Business Report.